Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Oh my gosh, hey, it's been so long. We had a whole spring break, and now we're back. You're listening to E Squared with your hosts, Elena Wharton and
Emily Maxim.
Yeah, welcome to our show today. It feels like it's literally been forever since we've been on the radio, but we're so glad to be back. We missed all of you listeners out there, so we're glad to be back and talking to you guys right now. So as you all know, we always start every show off with a Big Time Rush song because that's how much we love them. And we got this really, really unique request from TikTok. Every week we send out a TikTok and a reel asking people for suggestions for our Big Time Rush song of the week. And I know when I saw the suggestion, I was like, oh my goodness, this should definitely be our next Big Time Rush song of the week. For those of you who don't know, Big Time Rush, they did a movie called Big Time Movie. And in the movie, they cover a bunch of Beatles songs, and they're all really good covers. I love them. And this was, like I said, requested from TikTok, and we're going to play one of those covers for you right now. This is I Wanna Hold Your Hand by Big Time Rush. And that was I Wanna Hold Your Hand by Big Time Rush. Like I said, that's one of their Beatles covers from the Big Time Movie. Oh my gosh, the movie is so good. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it.
I still never saw it yet.
You should definitely watch it. I know I have it like on Amazon. I'm sure it's I mean, I can't speak for the price, but I hope that it's like not $1 million. It wouldn't be like $1 million for the Big Time Movie, I don't think. Plus, it's only like an hour long, so it's definitely a really good watch if you have the time for it. Yeah, highly recommend. And that whole soundtrack to the movie is on Spotify, so if you want to check that out too, check out the covers of those Beatles songs. Definitely look at those as well. Also, some exciting news. So if you don't know, we have been doing a March Madness bracket on TikTok for all of Big Time Rush's new releases, not including re-recordings of old music. So unfortunately, like Paralyzed and what else did they do? Music Sounds Better acoustic, I Know You Know acoustic, Worldwide acoustic. Those have not been counting in this little this little bracket that we've been doing, but we put together something for all the new music that they've been putting out so we can give it all some love, and we have been looking to see which one has been the fan favorite, and we just had our second round, and it was, oh my gosh, what was it? It was Honey against Can't Get Enough and Fall against Not Giving You Up.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Phew. I was like, am I remembering this correctly? And the winners are Can't Get Enough and Fall for round 2. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a tough one. We have our last round for this week. So we're going to be posting a TikTok asking everyone to vote as they've been doing over the past couple weeks. So it's Can't Get Enough versus Fall. Which Big Time Rush new song is your favorite? So yeah, definitely look on our social media. We'll plug it all at the end. I know my pick, but I'm not going to say.
Me either.
I'm so excited to see what people pick, though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and we're so grateful for everyone who has been contributing, who's been voting, because we didn't know what type of response we were going to get when we put the first TikTok out. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank goodness people are actually voting for this thing. But yeah, we've got a little bit of a friendly competition going on between all their new songs, and it's very, very exciting. Can't wait to see who wins, who takes the crown for Big Time Madness, as I like to call it. But for today's show, if you're in the West Long Branch area like we are, the weather is absolutely so gorgeous today. It's springtime, and for a few days throughout the winter, it felt like springtime as well. So I'm definitely getting confused with the weather and everything. But it is officially spring, and we would love for you guys to go outside, enjoy the weather, just really take the time to soak in the sun, and because it's really nice outside. And you could take E Squared outside with you, go for a walk, just definitely enjoy the day today because it is really nice outside. And we would like to play a bunch of music for you guys today. It's going to be there's going to be a lot of music today just so you can totally vibe with what is going on today weather-wise and just enjoy this beautiful day. And the first song that we have for you guys to vibe with is Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks. And that was Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks.
We have another song for you. We're going to play Level of Concern by 21 Pilots. That was Level of Concern by 21 Pilots.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I cut you off a little there at the beginning of your
It's all
sentence.
good.
My pinky wasn't strong enough again. Oh my gosh. I need to do some like pinky finger exercises. This is ridiculous. Welcome back to E Squared, everyone. We're so glad to be back after spring break. We have a lot more music for you guys, but first, something really exciting happened over the past week, and we haven't even gotten the chance to talk about it really.
No, yeah.
So I'm so excited to tell you about this. So if you didn't know, our women's basketball team here made it all the way to March Madness for the first time in 40 years.
Yeah, and our band, I remember reading the email our band director said, like, that means that's like 10 different, I guess, class.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
10
cycles of graduating
students.
classes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy, because I think I saw that the last time they were there was literally like 1983.
Mm-hmm.
And just thinking about that is so, it's like, what? So as a result of them making it all the way to March Madness, I had the absolute privilege of traveling with the band and the cheer team and the dance team. We went to Bloomington, Indiana for March Madness to support the women's basketball team. It was over spring break, so, I mean, not everyone could go.
I couldn't.
But it's okay, because, you know, there a lot of people couldn't go. But we had enough people that we were able to, luckily. Yeah, I was part of that group, and that was so crazy. So where do I even begin with this? Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I had to get up really early in the morning because we had to be here at 7 a.m. To load the bus and then go to the airport because our flight left at 10. And I remember like getting the email and everything and being like, I wasn't like a part of the group chat until like this moment because I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should see what's going on for once and join in and maybe get the information, because I know whenever we go to tournaments and stuff, we usually like communicate through group chat for like food and stuff. So I popped in. I'm like, hey guys, I'm late to the party, but I'm here for the March Madness information, and yeah, so that worked out really well. We went to the airport. And we took our own plane. We went noom in the sky all by ourselves.
That's awesome. And like, especially like, I didn't know they can do it last minute, like,
oh yeah,
when it comes to flights and stuff.
Yeah, I was so surprised. The only thing that was annoying about it was, I know definitely when we were coming back from Indiana, the walk to the plane, because like we didn't go through like the usual like, I don't know, what is it, like a tube that you go to go onto a plane?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but we had to just like actually walk to the plane, and when we were coming back, it was so windy. It felt like a year walking to the plane. But anyway, we took our own plane there, and I remember like I was trying to do like a bunch of research on the town before getting there, because I'm like, I have no idea what this place is even like. And we got there, and the first hotel that we stayed at, unfortunately, it was like right by the highway, so we couldn't walk very many places. I know some people did leave to go, I think, get some stuff, but for me, I just didn't like want to leave the hotel and walk, because everything was kind of like a distance. But the hotel was nice. They had all this March Madness stuff set up in the lobby. Like they had a huge bracket.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like really cool. I'm like, oh, look at that, how special. And oh my gosh, there's just so much that went on. We hung out in the hotel room, and then we went to, oh my gosh, where did we go for lunch? What did we do for lunch? Oh, no, my sister's giving me like names of restaurants we went to in the background. We went to Chipotle for lunch as soon as we got there. Oh my gosh, it feels like yesterday, but also it feels like a long time ago.
Right.
But it was like just last week. We went to Chipotle for lunch. I think it was my first time actually eating Chipotle. I don't know if you've ever had it.
I mean, my family members would have it, but I'm like, nah, I'm okay. I never tried it.
Yeah, it's like not really my style of food that I would usually eat. But I got something I was able to eat. The chips were great. I loved the chips from there. So if I were to go back, I know I'd definitely get some of those chips again. And then there was a record store across the street from the Chipotle. And as we were waiting for the bus to go back to the hotel, we asked Professor Cook if we could go over to the store. And we loved that store so much that we went back at least 3 more times during the course of the trip. It was just really fun there. They had cassettes, CDs, vinyls, and also just like an endless amount of Indiana related merch. There was a store on like the corner by the university because we ended up visiting the university the next day, and it was all like team related Indiana. Like I had never seen so much like red and white clothing in my life in like one store. It was so funny just walking in, all of us being from New Jersey, and it's just like Indiana like thrown at us.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it was very overwhelming. I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's like we're in someone else's territory now. But that was fun. The first night we had dinner at a place called Cheddar's, which I'd never heard of in my life.
It sounds, no, I was thinking of Checkers. No.
No. Cheddar's, as in like cheddar cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we walked in and it was actually like a really, really nice place. They had a fish tank, and we walked like throughout the restaurant. There was just all this really nice decoration. And I checked out the menu before we went, and there were these like, oh my gosh, like honey buttered croissants that I saw on the menu.
That sounds so good.
And I'm like, I am so getting those. And we sit down at the table and like our waiters and waitresses come by and they're like, okay, we're gonna grab some bread for the table. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are they gonna? And they brought out those croissants specifically, and I'm like, I didn't even have to order them. It was great. But yeah, the rest of the dinner at that place was really nice. I sat at like a great table. If any of them are listening right now, I thought that just sitting at that table was very entertaining. It was so fun. The whole trip was really fun. Day 2, we went to Indiana University. So huge, but so pretty. And then we went to Raising Cane's for lunch, which also I had never been there. And
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard of it before.
Yeah.
And I walked in and, you know, I'm not a big fried food person, but I walked in and it's just like it's all fried food. And I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, well, okay, because this is where we are for lunch. It's like I'll eat fried food if I have to.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, right? It's not like my first choice, but if I have to, I have to. So I took a look at the menu. I picked something out. And for it being a fried food place, I would definitely have it again if given the chance. I thought it was some good fried food, because you know when you have fried food and it's like, oh my gosh, I should not have eaten that. I didn't enjoy that at all. Yeah, but I actually really liked it. They had like, I think it was like Texas toast with the meal. It was like chicken fries and Texas toast, and then I had a Sprite, which was really nice. You know, like a good Sprite.
I could give or take Sprite. I haven't had it in a while. I mean, I like different sodas, but Sprites I haven't had in a hot minute.
What's your go-to soda?
Ginger ale.
Oh, that's so
Diet
good.
Coke. Well, in the not the dining hall, like the food court in the student center, they have I actually tried it. It was like a diet root beer with like vanilla flavoring.
Oh my gosh.
It tastes really, yeah, it's like from that weird vending machine, or the soda machine.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
I've heard about that machine. I'm gonna have to like visit there. I usually don't get food from the student center, but maybe one day I'll like take a look at that.
I only got drinks from there before.
Ah, because I know they have like pizza, sandwiches.
Oh yeah, they got a lot there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. And then where did we go for dinner? Oh, that was on day 2. We went to Indiana University. We went to Raising Cane's. Steph, do you happen to remember? I vlogged this whole thing, so I should know. Steph, do you remember? No? She's not remembering. We're going to have to literally look. The pizza? Yes! We had pizza on day 2, or like night 2, for dinner. We had pizza. It wasn't like the best pizza in the world, but it was pizza. And then we ended up going to a second hotel, which was right on campus, which was great. And that brings us to day 3, our last day. But before I tell you all about how going to a real March Madness game was like, we're going to break for some more music. This is a fun song. This is King of Anything by Sarah Bareilles. And that was King of Anything by Sarah Bareilles.
Next song we're going to play, I actually really like this song. It's kind of, well, it's fast and slow, and it was actually for that James Bond movie Spectre. And when it first came out, I mean, I didn't see the movie, but I want to. But when this song first came out, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is such a good song. We're gonna play "Writings on the Wall" by Sam Smith, and that was "Writings on the Wall" by Sam Smith.
That was really good.
I for some reason I forgot all about that song, and like I used to always overplay when it first came out.
Wow.
And like I said, I just forgot about it. I don't know how, I don't know why,
Oh my
but
gosh,
yeah, it's such a good song.
That is really good. I'm gonna have to like add that to all my own playlists because it was that good. I love like I'm sure you could probably assume that I love like orchestral stuff and
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. That's what I liked about it too.
Yeah, I thought that was really gorgeous. It made me feel like I was in a movie, so that was very fun. A great main character moment for all of us here at WMCX. Welcome back to E Squared, everyone. We're happy that you're joining us here on this Tuesday afternoon. And now I'm going to go into all the excitement that was being at a March Madness basketball game with the Pep Band, because I was able to go over spring break and support our women's team because they went to March Madness for the first time in decades. So, I mean, huge congratulations to them. I don't think I congratulated them. We're all really, really proud of how they did this season.
No, yeah, I love the women's team a lot. They like every time we had a game, the crowd, I feel like, was always like on their feet. They would I'd always hear somebody like whistling, like woo, you know,
Yes.
and they do deserve it. I mean, they work so hard, and I know like a lot of them, what was I gonna say, but a lot of them know how to work together. They work as a team, and yeah, like I said, I'm just really proud of them, and they deserve it. They deserve to go to March Madness.
Absolutely. And it was so crazy watching a basketball game in like a new arena.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, the one in Indiana, like the seats, they go up so high. I walked in and oh my gosh, it was just crazy. I was looking around like, wow. I hope no one saw me because I probably looked crazy. But I just like couldn't believe how big it looked. And everything was just like super professional. You see people just like walking around. I know someone was like communicating with Professor Cook, so like we knew when to play and everything. And it was just so fun because watching the screens, it was like just knowing that was like actually on TV at the same time. So nuts. And oh my gosh, I don't know if you know this, but I got to play piccolo on the trip.
I saw a video,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, Elena has the piccolo. I mean, because if anybody doesn't know, Elena plays keyboard at Pep Band, and is also a flautist and piccoloist, if that's what you call it. But
Yes.
yeah. So I mean, I would understand that. Like, you probably definitely had to play piccolo or flute, or whichever one you picked, because if you go to the game, if you went to the games here, we always had to like lug around the big keyboard case, the amplifier, speaker. So it was a lot. So at least you had to carry something that could fit almost into your pocket.
Oh yeah, no, it was great. I could just I kept it in like my little Pep Band bag that I carried with me. I love like being able to play piccolo for stuff. Like when I got the email from Professor Cook, he was like, hey, by the way, I think you're gonna have to play like flute or piccolo for this one because I think it's like NCAA. They have some sort of rules. I think we were only allowed to have a bass guitar with us. I guess as things for like to plug in and stuff, we could only have our bass.
Right.
So I was like, all right, that's fine with me because I don't have to worry about the big case, all the wires. Like, there's a lot involved. So I was so relieved to know that I could just like carry my piccolo around. And since I was playing piccolo, I was like in the front, which I missed so much. I missed like being in the front row, being able to watch everything right there. And I know I got some like I got some great video footage from the game just because I was so close. And it was just like it was all really hype. And our girls they played really, really well. It was just like amazing watching them at a game that was just like so huge and so important because like March Madness, that's like the real deal. You just hear about it all the time, and the fact that we were there and that Monmouth was represented there, like. I just feel like our school, it doesn't, like, we don't get to do those sorts of things. Like, you have, like, the big schools. Like, there are schools that, like, every year they go to March Madness, it's like, oh, well, their school, well, they're really good. Oh, they're, like, the third seed or the first seed or whatever these seeds are. I learned what seeds are, like, last year. It's crazy. And I'm, like, watching the games now, and, like, a 7th seed is beating a 1st seed, and I'm like, well, then why are they even seeding these teams? Because clearly someone's not doing it right. And I can't believe I'm talking about sports like that. I have changed so much since joining Pep Band.
Oh, no, you're good.
No, my sister, she's cracking up right now. I can't believe I just said all that. But the bottom line is it was really crazy just being there, and the energy was nuts, and we really supported them And it was a wonder to see, a wonder to experience, especially just like being so far away. That was crazy. We were like in the Midwest. It was wild. Everyone was really nice there though. I'm like, wow, these people in Indiana, they're so nice. And I heard some like accents out there, like the Indiana accent. I'm like, wow. It was just it was crazy. I was having a great time, but yeah, that was what my experience was like at March Madness. It was something that like I'll never forget.
And what was this? I was trying to find something else, but like I'll explain in a second. What was the score?
Oh my gosh. So we didn't win. If we did win, we would have extended our trip a couple days. But since we didn't win, we left the next day, the day after we lost. The score was 79-69, I think.
Oh, that's still close though.
I know, it was really close. We played Tennessee Tech.
Oh, nice.
For anyone who was wondering. Yeah. It was a really great game. So fun to watch, like as always. I love watching the basketball games. And it was just like I've said a million times, so crazy being there. I'm so glad we got to do that and to be like, yeah, Monmouth did that. We did that.
Yeah, I was trying to find well, I got the wrong what's it called? Like information.
Oh.
So it's called the NCAA, right?
Correct. Yes.
And this is a silly question. That's for men and women team, right?
I believe so, because I think the NCAA is like the College Basketball Association.
Oh, okay.
I think. No,
because I was about to say, because I was like, oh wait, but then I'm like, wait, this is probably the wrong thing, because as I think we mentioned it, our photographer Stephanie goes to Brookdale right now.
Yeah.
And I transferred over, and I was like, wait, this is actually the wrong thing, but it's almost the same. I was gonna say that the men's basketball team, and then I just realized there's something added to the acronym. So the men's basketball team was actually the 2023 NJCAA Division III championship. So I was like, wait, is that the same thing? But
congrats to them.
But yeah, congrats to them. They're a good team as well. Like I said, I thought it said NCAA, but then it said NJC. So I guess it's probably Jersey based. But yeah, I was like, wait, I think they were there. But same thing with the women's team. They're both amazing teams. Like I remember seeing them at Brookdale, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this team's so good, and they deserve it. Like I said, with the women's team, they deserve it as well. Like even if they didn't win, that's still making history. Like as we said, it was 40 years since the last time they went to this.
Yeah. And I feel like it's been a really good year for like New Jersey basketball, because I don't know if you've been following March Madness, but Princeton is doing really well.
Oh yeah, I think I forgot which. There was another, was it FDU? Yeah, Princeton. I don't know if it was, I can't remember. But yeah, it was another team. It started with an F. FDU, I don't know. But
it might be.
But yeah, like definitely, like I saw that too on different things. Fairleigh Dickinson. I think that's what it is.
Okay, yeah, I think they're doing well too. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. That's insane though. Like we have, like you said, Princeton. I think it's Fairleigh Dickinson, Brookdale, the women's Monmouth women's basketball team. We're killing it this year.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at us go. It's great to see your state really shooting those hoops. I don't know. But yeah, go basketball. Yay. Go Hawks. Go any other basketball team that's doing really well this year. Woohoo. Anyway, let's break for some more music. This is a really cool song. This is Follow You by Imagine Dragons. And that was Follow You by Imagine Dragons.
We actually have a request based off of Instagram.
Woo!
And this song, like Writings on the Wall, I completely forgot about, and I would always bop out to it. If you know the show Victorious, you would definitely know this song. I know which episode it's on, but I forgot. I know it was like a movie special or something, but I remember what it is. But like I said, it's from this episode, movie special, or whatever. It is called Make It in America by Victoria Justice from the show Victorious. And that was Make It in America by Victoria Justice and the Victorious cast of the show.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. As I was listening to the song, I'm like, I remember this from, I think, commercials, like for the show. Oh my gosh. That was really good. I just had a little party.
Yeah, I can't remember if that was, not saying the last one. I can't remember. I mean, I know Victorious didn't last too long, but I remember this was one of the, like the last, not last, I guess like the later ones. I don't know.
Yes.
My memory's so vague. I was either I either liked this show or I didn't like it.
I watched this show a lot. I think I really liked this show, but the thing is, I think later on I would like watch less of it as it got into like the later seasons, because I definitely didn't remember this song as much as like Freak the Freak Out or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I have I have the soundtrack to season 1 on CD, which is crazy. We still listen to it sometimes, right, Steph? Every once in a while.
They have bops on that. I think when because like, you know, I was very judgmental when I watched like Nickelodeon shows. Well, I was always a kid anyway, but like I feel like every show, this is me being judgmental and like just me like trying to remember.
Go for it.
This is me like trying to, cause like I loved iCarly, Drake and Josh, so I was kind of biased.
Yeah.
But I was like, every Victorious show is something goes wrong. Tori, I need your help.
Oh, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, not to be judgmental, but I'm just like, because I was always like, well, I want to be Victoria Justice. I want to sing, you know what I mean? So I was like, I think it was just me, like, because I was like, Drake and Josh was always was funny. iCarly, it was wacky. I loved it. And then Victorious, I was like, oh, but you know, you got Kat, you got Jade. Like, why just Tori? I know she was like the lead. I was just being so judgmental because I was like, I wish I was them. I wish I can go to a performing arts school. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, totally.
Because like when I sing now, I'm like, oh, I'm a little sharp. I'm a little flat. I can't keep a note. So I was like, I wish I was them. You know?
Yeah. And Hollywood Arts definitely looked like a fun place to go to school.
Oh, definitely.
Like how they decorated their lockers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And like Andre had his keyboard on the like as his locker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was his, right? And he would like play it and it would open. Oh my gosh. So good. Yeah, Victorious. What a show. I think Victoria Justice, she is trying to kind of like restart her music career.
Oh really?
I think she put out a couple singles. I don't know much about like what she's doing with music right now, but I do think that she's trying to like step out into the spotlight again. And I'm like, good for her. I think a lot of people, like, especially now, they're like kind of coming back and either returning to their roots or just being like, hey, I'm still here and this is like my new stuff that I've got going on, which is really cool. But anyway, we are running out of time here. It always goes by so fast.
I know.
Oh my gosh, we say it every week. But we do have a very exciting announcement. We have another special guest on our show next week.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited about this. Everyone, get ready for it because next week we have Brianna Musco on our show. We're so excited to have her and get to chat with her and just see what she's all about. Oh my gosh. That's going to be really, really exciting. So definitely tune in next week for that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm really excited. And I remember Elena was mentioning like, Elena, because this is, it's somebody's, like they're interning, someone here is interning for them. Brianna Musco, you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Someone Elena knows is an intern for them. And I think they heard about us. And they were like, oh, I want to go on the show. So I'm like, that was so exciting.
I'm like, us? Wow, great. We're honored.
Yeah, we were like, oh, they know about us? Like, I mean, we're almost up to 100 followers on Instagram. I know we're definitely over 100 on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook lately, we've been getting a lot of likes.
Yeah, it's so weird. I'm just like, our most recent Big TR song of the week has been getting like a lot of attention for like whatever reason.
No, yeah, I keep getting that on Facebook. I'm like, oh, I mean, that was a while ago, but okay.
Yeah, so I love how much like we've been growing throughout the semester, and there's so much further that we can go, and you know, we still have a handful of weeks left, and I just can't wait to see what else is in store for us and our show. But for now, thank you so much for listening. Our Instagram is @e_WMCX. Check out the link in our bio. It gives you all of our social media. We have a ton, if you want to list some of them for us.
Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Well, Instagram already has the, thingy. Facebook, I said.
Our Spotify
playlist, yes. Which everything that we play, we'll put on. We actually have I'm looking at it right now, we have 98 songs on there already.
Oh my gosh.
So 2 more to 100. And also
Ooh.
too, we have on that what's it called again? Linktree?
Linktree, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where everything is. Yeah.
We also have like if you want to be a guest. I mean, I know it's kind of like at the midpoint of the semester, so your schedule and our schedule might be a little bit wonky because we might have another guest also.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could be a guest, play your music. If you just want to chat about anything, you don't have to be a musician. You could be a social work major like me. So yeah.
Happy Social Workers Day.
Oh yeah, it's National Social Work Day, guys. Yes. It's Social Work Month. Well, almost the end of it. And then today's National Social Work Day. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yay.
I forgot it was. Even though I posted it on Instagram, but yeah, shout out to all the social workers and those who are social work students here or interning, or even in the counseling and preventative services here. So yeah, shout out to you guys.
Yeah, shout out. I love that. Anyway, is that all that we have for today? Did we forget anything? I think we're okay.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah? All
Yes.
right, cool. Oh, and also be sure to head to our Instagram for our post-show live stream.
Oh yeah.
We do it after every show. Again, our Instagram is @e_WMCX. Check us out everywhere, and also be sure to tune in next week right here on WMCX from 3 to 4 p.m. We will see you next week.
Bye.